Let's take a look at what we can do from our Canva design space. So I've just started a new blank presentation design, and this is what my design space looks like, and it's going to look very similar to this no matter what kind of project I'm working on, whether it's a video, a presentation, um, an infographic, whatever. So we have different sets of menus that will help us manipulate this design. And the first one I'm going to point out is this left-hand menu over here with all these tabs. And this is basically the stuff menu. Any stuff that I want to add to my design, I can find over here. Um, so going from the top, I have a design tab that will let me search for templates. Maybe I want something that's got a mystery vibe to it. So I can search mystery, and I'm under templates. So it's going to show me a bunch of different templates that um, have some kind of element of mystery to them. So I can browse these. And if I find something I like, I can click on it. It'll show me all of the different pages of that template. And then I could bring those in individually if I wanted to, or I could apply all of the pages, and that would create, in this case, 20 pages in my design. So it's very easy to find templates even after you've started a blank design, which is nice. I'm going to jump down to the Elements tab. This is my most used tab because it has all the stuff. So maybe I want to do a presentation about robots or maybe AI, and I want my presentation to have lots of robots in it. I could just search robot, and I'm going to get tons of results. I have graphics, which are kind of cartoony looking images or maybe icons. I have more realistic photos. I have video clips. I have audio, um, all kinds of options to peruse, all specific to robots. So maybe I want to start with some graphics. Um, and I like this robot, seems friendly. So I'm going to bring him in here. And I could do that a lot more. I can play with the search terms to find more results because Canva has millions of these elements, millions of these different assets that I can bring in without ever having to leave Canva. Um, the text tab is pretty straightforward. If I want to add text, I can do that. And then I can play with the font. If I want to change that, I can do that. Maybe I want to make it bigger. Okay, now I'm on my way to a presentation design. If I have content that I do want to bring from outside of Canva, I can use this Uploads tab to upload things and bring them right in from my computer. I could use this Draw tab to draw something, right, if I was feeling particularly artistic. If I have slides from other presentations or other projects in Canva, I could have a shortcut to those to bring in really easily. And then I have this Apps tab that lets me connect to some third-party apps that Canva has integrated with. There's lots of really great options to explore under the Apps tab. So I'm going to jump back to the Elements tab. I'm going to add one more robot. And now I want to look at ways that we can manipulate the stuff that we've added from this menu. So we've added stuff from this menu. Now I want to manipulate it. And I kind of already started to do that with the text. But when I select some content, I have a lot of tools up at the top. And these are all tools that will help me manipulate the content that I have selected. So since this is text, I can change the font, I could change the size, the color, the alignment, all of that stuff. I could give it some effects. I could animate it so that there's some kind of motion involved. Lots of different ways I can manipulate it. And the tools up here change depending on what kind of content you have selected. Obviously, this isn't text, so all of that all of those text specific tools disappeared. But I can select this, I could still animate it, I could edit it, and if I click this, it'll give me some options over here. Some AI powered options, some filters. I could bring in some third party apps to edit this, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so our left-hand menu is to add stuff. This top menu right here is to manipulate stuff. And then if I add a new page here and put this robot just to help us kind of tell the difference between the slides, this menu down here is to help me organize myself and organize my stuff. So I could add notes that I could use to help me stay on task when I present this slide deck. I could pull up a timer to help me stay on task while I'm designing. Maybe I just want to spend 5 minutes on this slide and then force myself to move on. I could do that. I can use this zoom bar. Maybe I want to zoom out to get a better idea, or zoom in to do some very specific detailed work on a slide. And then I have this grid view, which will let me see my slides in a grid view, and I can pretty easily drag and drop slides in this view to reorganize them. And then I could see it in full screen to see what it's like. So again, add stuff, manipulate stuff, organize stuff.